Hey my friend, in this video I'm gonna demystify delay pedal subdivisions once and for all. I'm gonna show you what the different types of subdivisions are and especially give you ideas on how you could apply and use all of them. So let's dive in. Alright, so generally you're gonna have like 3 to 5 different subdivisions available on your delay pedal depending on which one you have. On my Strymon timeline I have quarter note, dotted 8 notes, triplets, and 16th notes. So let's go back to the first one. Quarter note is your typical delay subdivision that's going to follow exactly the tempo of your song. So if I tap on my tap tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is exactly what I'm going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly, right? So what you can use it for is you could play a chord, one chord per bar, and let it fill the rest of the bar like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now the mix is pretty high because I really want you to hear what the effect is doing, right, on the delay. What you can do is also play quarter notes and change chords as long as your chord progression doesn't go too much off key. That can work really well like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that works really well. So if quarter note follows exactly the tempo that you're doing, if you play in quarter note, it's going to play each time that you play, right? 1, 2, 3. And that can become a problem because if I play something like this that were octaves in the same scale, one note after another, it creates a lot of dissonance. It becomes really muddy. So the solution is to use 8 notes instead of quarter notes. So we're going to subdivide it in smaller portions, right? So now I'm going to put 8 notes on my Strymon timeline. So now each time I'm going to play quarter notes, it's going to play 2 times on the delay, right? Right? So now it cleans it up because the delay is faster, and then it's going to play once while I'm playing and another time while I'm not playing. If you compare to the quarter note, which sounded weird, the 8 note sounded much better. So you might want to use the 8 note subdivision while you're playing, like. Since it's so much faster, it's going to fill up the space nicely. It's not going to create too much frictions between the notes right here. Then we have the super popular dotted 8. So when you add a dot to any rhythm, it's adding half of its value on top of it. So if an 8 note is worth 2 16th notes, it means that a dotted 8 is going to be 3 16th notes because it's worth 2 and we're adding half of it on top of it, which is 3 16th. And when we count in 16th notes, we're going to say 1 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, etc., right? So that means that when we play the note, it's gonna the delay is gonna play on the A, right? We play on the 1 E and A, so that's going to appear on the 4th 16th notes, and by doing that, it's going to create a delay that's going to play in the cracks between our 8 notes, kind of doubling what we're playing, right? And it's being popularized a lot by bands like U2 or the classic song by Pink Floyd. So if I tap the tempo right here, 2, 3, 4. That's what it does, right? So I tapped 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm playing 8 notes on top of that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now it's like little popcorn, like pum, 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 pum. It plays in between what you're playing, and then it creates. So that's Run Like Hell from Pink Floyd, or you have like so many songs from U2, right? The guitar player, The Edge, is using that all the time. Maybe better if we add some reverb on top of that. So that was Where the Streets Have No Name, but like so many songs by U2 use this technique right here. So what you have to do is just to use your tap tempo, tap it in quarter notes, and then play 8 notes, and that's what it's gonna do. So let's do it with another tempo, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if you don't have a dotted 8 setting for your tap tempo, then you have to count it like I said, 1 E and A. So you count 1 E and A, and that's when you're gonna tap it. I have a trick, it's called playing the Bo Diddley beat. If you want to learn about it, I have a video. It's just like 2 minutes to watch, so maybe you can watch it after that if you don't have a tap tempo that has this kind of setting. Then we have to cover the triplets. So many people are going to confuse the dotted 8 with the triplets because it's very, very similar in the kinds of timing it's gonna have. So the triplet is gonna play 3 notes, right? So the quarter note was playing each time you play. The 8 note is playing 2 times each time you play. So the triplets is gonna play 3 times each time you play. So if I tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So generally, we're not going to use triplets that much because it does not follow the tempo of our songs, right? If we have like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it's going to create ta 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 ta. It creates polyrhythms in a sense, right? Ta 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 ta. And that's why it resembles a lot dotted 8s if you play in 8 notes. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... It really sounds like dotted 8s, but it's not exactly a dotted 8. So if you want that kind of popcorn sound that's playing in between, you better use dotted 8s because they're going to be more precise than this one. But let's say that you have a part that you change the feel and it's like in ternary motion, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it can be a great choice because it's not really going to work if you have like 8 notes in a ternary time signature like 6/8 or something. So that could be a great use for the triplets. And then we have the 16th, which are going to be crazy fast. So maybe you want more repeats on your pedal so that you can hear it more. So let's say that my quarter notes are 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna play 1 E and A when I play, right? 1 E and A, 1 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. So you could do like super rhythmic things with those, right? If I put the mix up and I can create something like this. So you can be really creative in the way you use your subdivisions. It's always follow the timing if you are in quarter, 8th, or 16th, because those are just subdivisions of your real tempo. If you use dotted 8, it's gonna play in the cracks of what you're doing. And if you use triplets, it's more if you want like a feel in 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for watching. If you want to go further with me, you can check out my free mini course, A Beginner's Guide to Ambient Guitar. It's the first link in the description box below. It's about 45 minutes to watch. I'm gonna show you which kind of effects you need to get to play ambient guitar, how to craft some of the most popular tones, and how to get started looping and layering your different parts to create your own songs by yourself. So once again, you can click below, enroll, it's free. It's my gift to you for watching my video until the end. Until next time, au revoir.